It's a real honor to host this inaugural meeting.
The Virginia Commission on African American History Education in the Commonwealth held its inaugural commission meeting today at the University of Virginia. Governor Ralph Northam was among the speakers. Without giving any details, Governor Northam started his speech reminding the commission members of what happened in February when a 1984 photo of two people, one person made up in blackface and the other in a KKK white hood and robe, emerged.
Happened in February in the Commonwealth of Virginia, and also the fact that we just commemorated 400 years of history in our Commonwealth at Fort Monroe. That there is I think a level of awareness that regarding race and equity that I have never seen, certainly in my lifetime. But I really think it gives us a unique opportunity to do some good things in Virginia. I have learned a lot. I still have a lot to learn. But as I tell people, the more I know, the more I can do.
And in doing more, the governor, by way of an executive order on August 24th, established the Commission on African American History Education in the Commonwealth.
The more we know, the more we can do, and so that's what this is all about. It's reaching out to our children, making sure that they understand our history and they are able to move forward.
Governor Northam says it's time to tell the truth about African American history.
We've had 400 years of history. American history is black history, and there's good things about our history and there are things that are not good, and in order for us to move forward after 400 years, we have to tell the truth. We have to know the truth, and it starts with educating our children. And so that's what this is about. It's about, reaching out to our classrooms, looking at our curriculum, look at who's doing the teaching, how they're prepared, what they're teaching, how they're teaching, having the necessary tools in order to do that accurately. And this is an amazing group of people that the Secretary of the Commonwealth has put together, just scholars, educators, business leaders, elected officials, faith leaders, and I'm really looking forward to them really doing some heavy lifting, looking at the curriculum and finding ways that we can do it better, and that'll help us move forward as a Commonwealth, but also as a nation as well.
Northam acknowledged the oppression of African Americans continues today.
If you look at the concept of black oppression, I think the understanding is that when slavery ended, that went away, but then we had Jim Crow, then we had massive resistance. Now we are dealing with mass incarceration, and so the concept of black oppression continues today. It's just in a different form, and so that perception has become more clear over the last few months to me.
According to the governor, the state is working to resolve the issue of mass incarceration of African Americans.
It is absolutely a priority, and we've been working on that. Our Department of Corrections, as you know, we look at our recidivism rate. We believe in second chances in Virginia, and we want to make sure that individuals that are incarcerated have access to workforce training, that they have access to affordable housing, that we restore their rights when they have served their time. And by the way, we've restored the rights of over 22,000 Virginians during my administration. So that all boils down to what we refer to as recidivism. Our recidivism rate in Virginia is the lowest in the country. It has been that way for 3 years, but there's still room for improvement, and so we're certainly working on that.
Governor Northam admits there are injustices in Virginia, including environmental racism.
Environmental justice is very important, and when we look at the inequities, there are inequities in access to health care, access to education, access to the criminal justice system, access to business opportunities, and so environmental justice is one of those inequities that we're really focused on. And as we move forward, as we look at projects in Virginia, that certainly will be a priority of mine to make sure that there is equity in that process and that it's done fairly.
When questioned about Dominion Energy building a compressor station in Union Hill, which is a predominantly historical African American community, the governor had this to say.
As I've said all along, we are following the law. We are following the environment on that, and I've tried to be fair about that as we've moved forward, but I don't anticipate any changes in that process. As you know, it's in the justice system now. It's with permitting. A lot of those are federal permits, so But Virginia has taken a position that we want to move forward in a fair manner.
In Charlottesville, Elaine Rackley for Breaking Through News.